In this video, I'm going to show you an absolutely money red zone passing concept out of the trips tight end formation in Madden 22. Now, if you're new to the channel, I hope you're going to enjoy this video because we're going to do something a little bit different. It's a route that really nobody's using at this point of the season, and it's something that I found the other day that I think is really good in the red zone. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'd ask that you hit the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to subscribe to the channel. It just allows you to stay up to date with the latest tips and strategies that we release every single day here on YouTube. Our goal here on YouTube is to get better at Madden and to help other people get better at Madden as well. And so if you want to get better, I would really encourage you to hit the sub button. It's free to do that. Also, if you want to take your game to the next level, I created a Patreon membership. And what that is it's a one-stop shop for all of my ebooks, all of my exclusive updates to those ebooks, all of my pro player deep dive film studies, and all of that stuff. So if you want to check that out, there's a link in the description below. You can sign up for the Patreon membership today for just $10 a month. And the cool part is it's going to unlock over 20 offensive and defensive ebooks, including a full trips tight end guide that's been updated several times throughout the season. So if you want to check that out, there's a link down below. Alright guys, so let's talk about one of my absolute favorite red zone concepts right now, and it comes to us out of the PA slot corner play. But the other cool part about this is I'm going to show that you can actually create this concept from several other pieces of this. So again, this is kind of a multifaceted deal. You can do it on PA Counter Go. I have another red zone set up out of this. It's really good. I got X-Spot. And then of course you can do some doubles in sale, but really all you need is either Hot Route Master or a corner route to the left side guy. That's literally it. The number 3. Now, why I like Hot Route Master? Again, this is a 2-point conversion play. Why I like the Hot Route Master corner? If you take a look, it's going to get a little bit sharper of a cut once it hits the back side of the end zone. So I love the blocking that you get out of play action. So I love to have play action just that way. I don't have to worry about any blitzes. It does kind of dumb people out too because of how good quick base is, how good inside zone is for trips. They will dumb out. They will think you're running the ball. So that's just something to consider. But anyways, let's take a look at this. So you're just going to use your Hot Route Master or your Slot Apprentice to put a corner route there. And then what you want to do is you want to take the triangle receiver and we're going to put him on a drag route. And then the outside receiver, we're going to put him on a 5-yard in. Now, what I love about what I'm about to show you is what happens if they use the corner. I don't think a whole lot of people consider that. And so if you play a really good player, they're just going to go use that corner route, right? So what we're going to do is, well, I'll show you the corner. So against any coverage in the game, literally any coverage in the game, you can throw this corner and it's going to be successful probably 90% of the time. Okay, so that was cover 4. This is cover 3. Cover 3 probably honestly defends this the best. And what you'll see here, just pass like that hardly outside. You see how that's that little purple zone. Most people don't call that. I'll be honest with you, most people don't call that. I will show you that one more time though. So if they do call it, I think I forgot to run play action. So if they do call this, see how it doesn't always. I mean, it does stop it like once every 20 times. It's not consistent. And I'll show it to you again. So drag, in route, corner route. I think it's because I'm not doing play action. But you see I can throw that to the sideline and hit that against that. Now what's crazy about this concept, what's absolutely crazy about this concept is it is absolutely insane against cover 2. If they run cover 2, like it's GG's in the chat. There's no one over there, which is crazy because you would think cover 2 would be there, but it's absolutely not there. So there's no cover 2. Another popular adjustment that a lot of people like to do right now is they like to take, see if I can get this adjustment off. They want to take, basically, come on, cover 3 sky. They want to take this safety and put him in an inside quarter. So you see that inside quarter there? That's what a lot of people want to do right now. So I'll show you what that does. I will say, like in defending trips, a lot of people are starting to figure out that little inside quarter trick. If you take a look here, he does get jammed and rerouted. He's still kind of open. He just got kind of, honestly, it was kind of what just happened was honestly very random. So let me show it to you again. Let me go back to cover 3 here. Maybe. Let's see if the game will cooperate with me a little bit here. So if they go back to this and they take the safety and they put him in inside quarter, so there's your inside quarter. what you should see here, okay, he shouldn't get jammed by that hook curl. That's really what kind of bagged up. I guess it did play it pretty well. The way that and there's ways to deal with this, of course, which we're going to get to in just a second, but that's probably the best chance they have at consistently stopping it. I will say, like, if you, this is where people have started to do this hitch. So if you use the hitch against this setup, for the most part, it makes it a little, I don't know, it makes it harder. But I mean, it does play it better. That's probably the best way you can play this. Cover 3, put a quarter on the left. That's probably the best way you can play it. I'll show it one more time. It's not consistent. What I mean by not consistent is, like, it does stop it some, but it also gives it up some. So, but we're going to talk about how to deal with that in just a second. But anyways, you'll see here. So like right here, I mean, and if you lowball it, a lot of times it'll still sneak it in. Slot corner route, that's fine. You don't have to put a high route master. But watch this real quick on the tight end. Just pass, low ball it. And you see how he just posts him up. And a lot of times he's going to make that play. Now, let's say if we wanted to wait on it. Let's say they only rush, you know, however many. And they only rush at 3. So you have a little bit of time. What you should see here is this natural progression and that in route come back side. It's because the drag and the tight end together pull all the zones out of the way and makes that a possibility. So let's say that they're just running. Let's say they're just running to the number 3 with their user. Well, what that should do is it should leave a, and I mean a massive, massive void. If you also notice, real quick, if you notice that they're putting everybody out, like they're not blitzing you in the red zone, I don't think it's a bad idea to wheel the running back. It's going to get you some additional space here. And look at how open that is. That's insane. That's so good. And that's going to help you really deal with. It's going to hold their user here. That's what it's going to really do. It's going to hold their user right there. Now their user has to sit on that tight end route. And then now sky's the limit for what we can do on the backside of this. If we wanted to go with our little flat, our little in route, and then maybe a drag, I don't see why you can't do this, because now look at this. You know, and then they have, like I said, they have to stay on the tight end. So this is something that I think is a nice complement to something like this concept right here. You know, I mean, you could run that concept too, which that concept, honestly, it's good against certain coverages, like right there, that low ball right there is really tough, and then the tight end post to the backside. Another quick one while I'm talking, just wanted to give you one more. This is a great one for the tight end. So if they're running that inside quarter thing, you have to understand that if they run that inside quarter, that means that this guy is basically in man coverage on that number 3 receiver. That's functionally how he's going to play. Okay, functionally that's how he's going to play. So it's going to leave that massive void on the backside. So we got the post to the tight end. We got the slant to the number 1 or the number 3 Godwin. We're going to smoke screen Mike Evans, and we're going to fade Scotty Miller. This right here is a real underrated setup too. Watch this. You're going to see that fade's going to pull all the zones back, and now you got a wide open tight end in the back of the end zone. So there's so many ways to score in the red zone this year, guys, especially passing. If you take the time to kind of learn some of the concepts, very, very helpful for me in the red zone. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope that it was helpful. And if you want to learn more about this offense in particular, or if you just want to get better at the game, I'd really encourage you to join our Patreon membership. It's only $10 a month, and it gets you access to every ebook that we've released so far, which we've got over 20 offensive and defensive guides available. It also is going to give you any access to any additional ebooks that we're going to release in the future. So it's a great membership, great opportunity to get better. We release updates as well in there, kind of talking about what's current in the game pretty much every single week. And we also give you a lot of updates to those ebooks as things shift, as things change, little tweaks, little adjustments each week. Little growth day by day, I think, makes you a better player and helps you teach other people how to become a better player. Because you can't take somebody somewhere where you've never been, right? So you got to consistently grind, consistently get better to become a better player. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, real quick before we go out, if you want to check out my Twitch channel, it's going to be linked in the description. That's where I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the mornings. I do normally stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays at some point. It's just my schedule's not as rock solid, so I can't guarantee I'm going to stream those days, but most of the time I end up streaming those days too. And then also, if you want to check out our Discord, that's the best way to stay up to date with all the news. We're actually going to be doing something really cool with the Discord in the future, so make sure to join it. It's going to be a great opportunity for you to get better at the game.